police union leaders recently appeared before the Standing Committee on Justice and Human Rights to criticize the Liberal government's approach to several key criminal justice issues, particularly highlighting that the federal gun confiscation program will have zero impact on crime. The witnesses, including Tom Stamatakis of the Canadian Police Association, Brian Saab of the National Police Federation, and Clayton Campbell of the Toronto Police Association, expressed concerns about officer safety, recruitment challenges, gaps in federal bail data, and the government's safe supply drug policies. Criticism of the firearms confiscation program. A major focus of the hearing was the government's firearm confiscation program. Initially billed as a buyback in 2020, the program, which bans over 2,500 previously legal models, has faced repeated delays, controversy, and is now slated to conclude by the end of 2026 at an estimated cost of nearly $1 billion. During questioning by Conservative MP Andrew Lawton, Toronto Police Association President Clayton Campbell was unequivocal in his criticism. The gun buyback program is going to have zero impact on the crime we're seeing in the city of Toronto, period. Other police stakeholders echoed this doubt regarding the program's efficacy. The testimony highlighted a lack of consultation with law enforcement by Public Safety Minister Gary Ananda Sangari, who recently drew criticism after joking that he would personally bail out a tenant arrested in relation to the program. Calls for bail reform. The police union heads were also highly critical of what they called lax bail oversight and the issue of repeat offenders. Campbell specifically called for significant reforms to the surety system. A surety is a person who supervises an accused released on bail, but the police argued that due diligence is virtually non-existent, as anyone can take this role. Campbell proposed new legislation to define who is unsuitable to be a surety, arguing that factors such as a criminal record, a history of past bail breaches, or a power imbalance between the surety and the accused should be disqualifying. Additionally, Campbell called for strengthening secondary grounds for denying bail, which relate to the likelihood of a suspect reoffending. He advocated for a mandatory provision that would make anyone with the previous convictions for serious violent offenses ineligible for release on bail for 10 years. A major obstacle to confidently commenting on the dire need for bail reform, the witnesses noted, was a total lack of national bail data from the federal government. The Justice Committee hearings are part of an ongoing study into criminal justice reform and are expected to continue with testimony from community groups, legal experts, and victims advocates. Concerned? Call your MP and voice your concerns. Don't let the Liberal government dictate your freedoms. Follow and please leave your thoughts in the comments.